How can the sponsor pet community and our listeners today support your mission?
Oh, there's so many ways. Learn about us, learn about the situation that we're dealing with, communicate with us. Um, there are so many different types of support. Obviously, we need donations. Donations are the only way that we can make a change and get things done. But we also appreciate people learning about what we do and just even words of support. Anything like that is so appreciated. Even watching this video is great. Just learning more about the situation and ways that you can support people that do what we do.
Yeah, just reaching out positive messages and just letting people know that they see and care the change that you're making, right? It's very impactful how just words can how far that can go.
Absolutely, because we see so much negative and we fight so many challenges. I'm not saying we're, better than any other rescue, but our challenges are very unique. And a lot of people don't have to deal with what we see and with what we do. So even just words of support and encouragement, like they mean a lot. One of the things that's kind of a blessing and a curse for us has been, nobody there will donate or help in any way necessarily. But we have seen some interest in the education side of it. The downside is that anytime there is an animal that is in an extreme situation, they call us now. So it's great that they trust us and it's great that people are trying to, help an animal, but it has put a lot more strain on us as an organization because again, we only have a very limited amount of funds and a limited amount of space. So again, it's great that they're starting to like us and trust us and come visit us, but it's not really an area where we're going to get any sort of help. So Nancy and I decided together that we were gonna start raising money, try on Facebook, and that was really the only way we could do it. And getting money to feed the colonies and care for the colonies. And she would even hire like a dog catcher to catch cats and dogs if they were injured and to get them TNR'd. And we did this probably for about 3 years together, but there was so much heartbreak involved because we would have these colonies that we were allowed to keep and allowed to care for. And, we had invested money and time and love into. And even though they were ear tagged, the government would come and poison them. So, Nancy, for example, would walk out one day and see an entire colony of animals that were vetted completely and supposed to be safe, and they would just be gone. And it was heartbreaking. And I can't I can't even describe, like, I would get a phone call in the morning and she would just be beside herself and she would say, "We lost 20 dogs today." And it was really hard. And so we just decided we had to do better. We had to come up with a solution. So we just kind of built our Facebook profile and just kind of started saying, "Hey, this is the situation, as horrible as it is, as sad as it is, we need to raise donations because we need to get a safe space for them." And it was very, very hard to raise money on Facebook. And there are so many scam people on Facebook that say that they're shelters and say that they do good things, and they're really just monsters, a lot of them. So I decided, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to start a nonprofit. And at first, we wanted to start the nonprofit in Egypt, and we started to research that and go down that route. But just you had to pay people off, and it was really just not the way to go. It was just really corrupt. And then I thought, you know what? We'll just do it in America. I will set one up. That way, people will know that they can trust us. People um, can donate and know that it's a real thing and we're real people and they can contact us and they know where their money's going and it's tax deductible. And that just was kind of the way it went. And it was very interesting learning how to do it all because it's definitely not something that was in my background. But we did it. We did it together with the help of a couple friends, and we take no sort of salary out of it. So we're not a nonprofit. We're very small. We're not a small profit that gets, like I said, any sort of salary or any sort of benefit out of it for ourselves, everything we get, we just give right back to the animals. So, and I think that's another kind of unique thing about a lot of us, about us, because a lot of people, you know, some of the money goes into people's pockets, and we just do this from our hearts. So that's kind of how we started.